The best summer ever. Stay up late. Summer was full of surprises. Roxy and Kylo reached into their big yellow summer adventure box. Roxy pulled out a shiny gold card and read it out loud. Stay up late. They both began to jump and cheer in the middle of the giant living room. The sun was going down, but their fun was just getting started. We need supplies. Kylo barked happily. They ran to the linen closet and grabbed every fluffy thing they could find. Roxy balanced a mountain of soft pillows, while Kylo trailed a long, fuzzy blue blanket behind him. They wobbled down the hallway, laughing as they dropped a stray teddy bear along the way. It was time to build. They draped sheets over the chairs and used heavy books to hold the corners down. Roxy tucked in the edges, while Kylo crawled inside to test the floofiness. When the masterpiece was finished, they stood back and gave each other a giant high five. Their blanket fort was the biggest one ever built. You can't catch me, Roxy giggled. They raced out of the fort and through the house. They played hide and seek behind the long curtains and tag around the kitchen island. The house felt magical and huge in the twilight. They zoomed from room to room, their paws pitter-pattering on the floor. As the moon rose, it was time to get cozy. Roxy put on her pink star pajamas, and Kylo wiggled into his blue moon and star pajamas. But they weren't sleepy yet. Kylo grabbed a pillow, Roxy grabbed another, and poof! Feathers flew everywhere like tiny snowflakes in a giant bedroom pillow fight. Music time! Roxy cried. They headed back to the living room for an epic pajama dance party. The music was loud and bouncy. Kylo did a silly wiggle dance, and Roxy spun around until she was dizzy. They made the funniest faces and laughed so hard their tummies hurt. All that dancing made them very hungry. They marched into the kitchen for a massive late-night feast. There was cheesy pizza, crunchy popcorn, sweet cookies, and tall glasses of juice. We have enough food to feed an army, Kylo joked as they piled their plates high. It was the best snack time ever. They took their treats back into the dark blanket fort. Roxy clicked on a flashlight, and the fort turned into a glowing golden cave. They used their paws to make shadow puppets on the walls. Look, a giant rabbit, Kylo whispered, casting a shadow that made them both giggle. The clock ticked later and later. Roxy's eyelids felt like they had heavy weights on them. Kylo let out a yawn so big, it showed all his teeth. I'm not tired, Kylo mumbled, even though his head was leaning to the side. Roxy nodded slowly, her eyes half closed, clutching her flashlight. The morning sun peeked through the window and into the fort. Roxy and Kylo were fast asleep, curled up together in a heap of blankets and pillows. They had stayed up late, but the best part wasn't the pizza or the dancing. It was being together. The freedom to play and the joy of friendship made it the best summer night ever.